Hello and welcome back to another episode of Life in the Woods Renaissance. It's been a little while. I haven't really been playing enough recently. I want to play more again. I've been missing this. So yeah, this is another ominous woods, which is kind of scary in a way, but it's also nice because we have not found any structures in ominous woods yet, and I know that there are some. I don't really remember. I know I don't. It's not that I don't really remember. I don't remember at all what kind of structures there are here. But I remember seeing when I made a list of stuff and things. What? I didn't touch one, did I? Wither is actually kind of scary. Like, yeah. I'd rather be poisoned, to be honest, because at least that won't kill me. I have to stay away from the. I think they're called death blooms. Yeah. So yeah, I don't remember what kind of structures or ruins there are in Ominous Woods, but I remember seeing, I think, two. I want to say two. Maybe it was three. Maybe it was just one. But there's definitely something that can spawn in here. And there haven't been that many Ominous Woods biomes. Oh, that was just thorns. But yeah, that's scary. Like you could get withered, and then if you're not careful, step on a thorns thing, and then that's it. It would be really hard to recover because I'm very far away from everything, basically. Alright, so yeah, I haven't really been playing a lot of anything recently. I've been basically just recording and doing like a little bit of Rocket League. But yeah, I wanna make some progress here. It feels like my luck has finally run out, and I can't just, walk for 10 minutes and find something here. So it definitely feels like I should invest some more time off camera, just getting to more interesting areas, or even, trying to find stuff off camera. Or maybe I should just, like, you know, schedule more time for the recording sessions, which today is not the case. Like I don't have more time today. Because if I did that, and I could just keep recording and then edit it down to like the 40 minutes per episode that I've been doing recently, without even really wanting to. It just kind of happened that way. I was always kind of going for 30 minutes, and then episodes have been really long, especially recently, for some reason. I guess because I haven't really found anything, and I always felt like, oh, that next hill, there's definitely something, and then there wasn't, and then I just wasted a bunch of time, basically, walking around. I really like this dark wood. I like this biome. It's very different. It's very scary and dangerous. But I don't see anything in here either. It feels like there should be something, right? I mean, when's the last time? Like, this is the last thing we found. The blacksmith armory thing. That's pretty far away. It really feels like, ooh, that's scary. There's poison down there. It really feels like there should be something in this area. I don't think I've missed anything. I don't know. I don't know, like the ruins mod spawning, however that works, that's just a mystery to me. I still have not seen any repeats. I've never seen anything twice yet. But I am not seeing anything anymore, it feels like. Which is kind of strange. Especially considering the frequency we had of the discoveries before when we were down here in the south. Like, over here, I mean, that's just this long, like, sequence of ruins, big and small. Basically, wherever I went, I found something, and now there's nothing. It's kind of strange, right? Well, I guess that's how it goes. All right, so today I don't really have. That's something. That's definitely something. Let's check that out. Uh, let's finish my thought first, though. Yeah, today I don't have a topic I want to talk about. Again, I'm gonna address some things that I feel like I have to talk about for various reasons, but there's not one like big. What was that? Is that just the poison ivy? Maybe. Okay, so what do we have here? We have some stone pillars made out of mossy copper. There's some stained glass on the floor with some white-ish block beneath it. It might be some. It might actually be a light source. I can't really tell because it's daytime. But it could be like glowstone, basically. And then we have this center block with the creeper face. Mossy cobblestone with creeper panel. Let's see. Yep, there's a chest. There's loamy dirt underneath and all around, and it's not a trapped chest. So I don't know. Like there haven't been any traps, but I'm still kind of watch for. Clouds in the bottle. Wow, wow. That's when was that? When did I talk about that stuff? I don't know. That's forever ago. I think yeah. Chrome mentioned that in a comment. Life of Chrome mentioned that in a comment in one of the very early episodes. Maybe like 4 or 5 episodes in. There were two things: the throwing stones, or whatever it's called, throwing rock, and the cloud in a bottle. And I couldn't make cloud in a bottle because what was I missing? I think quartz or something. Yeah, I didn't have quartz, and then I went to the nether and stuff, but I didn't remember to make that stuff. Will spawn clouds on impact. That's fun. And a diamond chisel with unbreaking 3. That is actually really nice because I don't have a diamond chisel yet. So that's great. That's great loot. It's still daytime, right? Let's put away. I don't know why. I guess I picked all that up just walking around. You know how it goes. And just like there's always something on the ground basically. Do they stack? They do. Very nice. Okay. Let's definitely trash up over that. I don't know if I want to use them. I guess we could just use one. Maybe not in here. It's very like there's not enough space here. I don't know how big the clouds are, but I want to be able to really appreciate them. And actually, one more thing. I want to know what this is. It is glowstone. Okay, neon glowstone. And I don't think. Yeah, there's nothing else. It would be weird if there was. Kind of. So, just making sure. Very nice. Let's put that back, and I think it was facing this way. That's a nice find. We should sleep. I think it's not dark yet. It feels like it's getting dark. I know. Look up, it doesn't, but like looking down, it felt like it got noticeably darker, but it didn't apparently. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. Let's do this. And where are we? Right here. And what is this? What do I call this? It's not a grave. It's not really like a Stonehenge type thing either. It's like a mossy pillar circle. That's good enough for me. Oh yeah, and now the glowstone really comes into play. That's nice. Actually, that might be a good screenshot. Especially with how like my exploring has been going recently. I need a screenshot of this. Is this a good angle? It's very dark, but I can just like make it a bit brighter before I use it basically. I like this. This is very fitting. Yeah, very ominous. And it has some good loot too, so that's really nice. It's a great find. I'm happy about that. That's a good start to this episode. Alright, so now where do we go? That's probably it for this biome here, for this these ominous woods, so we should probably leave. It's Enderman. Guess he stepped on it. He's withered now, maybe, or poisoned. Oh, that's a poisonous spider. No, is it? No, it's a normal spider, right? I'm not sure. There's another one. That's a poisonous spider. Why do they... Oh, I withered myself. Let's not fight the spiders. Let's get up on a tree and survey that. Why are there... Do cave spiders spawn in ominous woods? They might, I don't know. Or is there like a spawner? I don't know, like, I don't know enough about the mods, basically. Okay, spider went behind a tree. I think we need to investigate this a little bit. There were like 3 poison spiders. It could have just been a group spawn and it's just a normal like spawn rule that allows them to spawn here. Huh. But even if it is a spawner, I won't be able to find it now unless it's like obvious. If it's just like under a tree or something, they won't spawn now because it's not dark enough. That's interesting. I don't know. I've never seen naturally spawned cave spiders. So I don't know. But it doesn't seem to be like anything here, right? I guess no. I hate these poison ivies. They're so dark, so darky. They're really hard to see. Left blooms are kind of obvious, fortunately, because they're even worse. The poison ivy here in the ominous woods is really hard to spot. There aren't any more spiders. I'm not sure. I can't tell you. It's definitely too far away. Yeah, they were too far away from this, so there's definitely no spawner hidden here, I would say. Also, this has light and stuff. Like, it wouldn't make a lot of sense to have a spawn there. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah. I don't think I've ever been in an ominous woods biome at night. So maybe that's just a normal occurrence that the cave spiders spawn in here. It feels like the spawn would have to be... Where was that? Right around here, right? Yeah, this is the tree I ran up, and then I shot them over here. I don't know, like it would have to be like there or something, which it's not. So that's the wrong dirt. That's the right one. Let's just, yeah, we don't know. I don't know, at least. Maybe you don't. Yeah, maybe you know. If you do, you can let me know. And then I will know. I don't think there's any further consequence to knowing or not knowing, because it doesn't seem like there's any structure here that spawns them, at least. So I probably, yeah, we did say we wanted to go back north, so I should probably not go south. Maybe we'll go a little bit to the east before we turn back up north. I kind of want to get out of this biome now because it's kind of scary. The death blooms and poison ivies, the mysterious cave spiders. So yeah, the elections are officially over. Austria has a new president now, and it's Alexander van der Bellen, which I am happy about. I'm very relieved that this election went the way it did, but it was really close. It was way too close for comfort. It was 50.3% decided. It was like 30,000 votes was the difference. yeah, Austria is not a big country. I think about like four point something million votes, and difference between the two candidates was just 30,000 votes, which is insanely close. It's the closest decision in a presidential election in Austria ever. Like there's been one that was kind of similarly close in 1965. I think it was decided by about 60,000 votes. So half that, just 0.6% this time. It's really really insanely close. And actually, it didn't. Well, I mean, it was close from the get-go. Like the first projections were 50-50 basically. It was like 49.8, 50.2, and then it went uh, in favor of Hofer at first, and then it kind of changed a bit. And all these projections were including the postal votes, which were counted on Monday. So we actually voted on Sunday, and then the first results came in like Sunday evening or late afternoon. But there was no official result until Monday, basically, because the postal votes just they it would just take too long, I guess, is the reasoning behind that. And they can't have like it would be too much for the people like doing the actual counting, because they would have to work the entire Sunday to get the results from the postal votes as well. So they get counted the next day. Um, and so after everything was counted, like all the normally cast votes were counted on Sunday. The right wing candidate, the Freedom Party candidate Hofer, actually had a lead of a few percent. I think it was 52 point something, or maybe it was 51.9. I don't know. It was it was about 52% for him. But all the projections, or like not all the projections, but like the official, the state broadcasting, like the national broadcasting thing projections, they said that Van der Bellen would win, but it would be very close. Like they said, it's basically 50-50, but with a slight advantage for, like, it's not really 50-50 then, but it's almost 50-50, but with a slight advantage for Van der Bellen. They said he would win by 3,000 votes, basically. But like the margin of error was like 0.7% at that point still, so that's still a lot. But they said, like, yeah, he was favorite basically going, into the night there, but not by much. And he ended up winning by 30,000, so relatively comfortably actually, considering that he had to like come from behind on that Monday. And yeah, it's been crazy. Like it's been so. Well, it's been really exciting. Like I don't know. I can't remember any elections being that. I don't know. Like the results were that highly anticipated, and there was so much like tension and. Yeah, I mean the country was split basically 50-50, so there was a lot of like everyone was anxious to see, and no one was sure what was going to happen. But in the end, Van der Bellen won, and I'm happy about that. So that's good. That's good. I was kind of scared there for a little while. Like I tried to remain like positive and just. I mean, like it wouldn't have been the end of the world probably. As I said, the president in Austria doesn't really have that much legislative power or any really. It's mostly he's like representative of the country like internationally, and he's head of the military, I think. And there's some like advisory power, but not there's no actual lawmaking that's happening in that office basically. So it would not have had any like immediate consequences, but there was basically the president has or can at least. I don't know how like yeah, it's it's never happened, and none of the presidents in history basically like have used those rights. But according to the constitution, the president does have the right to dismiss the government basically, and then there have to be like re-elections. And that is something that could have happened probably because there's a lot of like, yeah, we have a new chancellor and stuff, so like it's not the most stable government we've ever had. It's not the most popular government we have ever had either. So there would have been maybe reason enough or opportunity enough for Hofer, if he would have been elected, to dismiss basically the government, and we could have had new elections as soon as like fall, and then who knows, maybe the right-wing party would have won those elections based, just riding on that high of, winning the presidential election and, bringing in the change in the shape of getting rid of the old government and stuff like that. There could have been a lot of stuff happening, and then that definitely would have been something I would not have been happy about. And I mean, like ultimately, like for me personally, it would have been fine probably. Like I'm Austrian, I'm white, I'm male. I would have been fine. Like I'm straight too, so I would not have been discriminated personally. But yeah, I don't know. I can't just. I don't know. Like I just don't agree with their policies, and that's just it. Like there's been a lot of like, I've been talking about like they're against marriage for same-sex couples, and they're against adoption, for same-sex couples. There's just a lot of crap that they that they stand for that I just can't agree with, even though it doesn't affect me on a personal level. It does affect people that I know and that I like and that I care about. And even if it didn't, it's still not right to discriminate against people like that. And then the whole, refugee thing. I don't know, like they're just not on the right side of those issues, in my opinion. And then obviously you could, 50% of the population apparently were okay with all of that, which is still kind of crazy to me. It's just I just don't. And there's a lot of talk about, well, people are like disappointed with the government and they're worried about the future and worried about the economy and all of that stuff. But I don't really know how that. Like, yeah, those are problems. That's definitely true. Like, the refugee situation is definitely not like solved by any means, and it's not easy. Like, obviously, it's not easy, and obviously there are some people that you maybe don't want to have, stay here. That's there are definitely a few bad apples there. It's not like there are like great people and highly educated people that can actually make a positive have a positive impact immediately, but you just have to integrate those people, and I don't know, try to work it out. Like they're not. The thing is, like, it's just such a cynical, view of the world to just dismiss those people because they're not. I mean, they left Syria because Syria is in serious trouble. Like there's war there. Like everything's being destroyed. They have to fear for their lives. They're not just leaving because they heard Austria is a pretty cool country, and and most of them don't even want to come to Austria. They want to go to Germany, and Austria's just kind of in the way, and then they get stuck here, basically. And no one knows Austria. Like Austria is not where people want to go usually. I don't know. It's not an easy situation. Like I'm not claiming that we can just take all of them in and give them money and housing and everything, and then everyone's going to be happy. Like that's obviously I'm not that naive. Like obviously those are like big issues, and obviously we have to find a way to deal with them. And I just disagree with how they want to deal with those issues, such as closing the borders and letting those people, I don't know, figure out something else. Whatever, it doesn't matter. We don't care. It's just a very wrong view, in my opinion. And the whole economy. Yeah, of course. Like jobs are important, and having like enough jobs for the population is an important issue as well. But I don't really see a big correlation between immigration and the economy. Like the economy has been tanking for well, it's not that bad anymore, and it's not really that bad overall in Austria. Like we're still pretty well off. Not as Germany is doing much better, but they're also just a much bigger country, and they have much more like the whole car industry and stuff like that, which is not really that big of a factor here. Um, but none of that is really caused like the economy is not in trouble because of immigration. The economy is in trouble because of well, because of the banks and the all the investment stuff and all those terrible mistakes that have been made 10 years ago or even longer ago. That's the reason. It's not about some, or I mean, more than some, but it's not because some people left Syria and came to Europe. That's not bothering our economy now. It's not helping, at least not immediately, even though some economists actually say that influx of people who might be willing to work in like low paying jobs and stuff like that is actually helping the economy in the long run. But yeah, I don't know. Obviously those are all important issues, but it doesn't really feel like that's why people really voted that the way they did, 50%, almost 50%. I don't know. It's just weird. Things are weird. What is this? This is a silk glade. Yeah, silk glades. And then the other thing is like I haven't been paying attention at all. I could have very easily missed something. Quagmire, yeah. Silk glades, I don't remember. I should really like finish that list just to see like just on a very like high level, just have like a list of biomes that have ruins that I have not seen yet, and then the amount of ruins in those biomes that I have not seen yet, so I can kind of tell like if I see silk glades and there's like two ruins left, then we go in basically, or if there's even one left, we would go in as well. But if it's like a zero, then I will not really need to explore this all that much because it's a nice biome. I like it, like the very grayish green and the cobwebs and the willows. It's a nice biome, but we've seen it. Like it's not that exciting to explore. Just an empty biome, really. I don't know. Maybe it is. Like I still enjoy like walking, just walking. But I feel like I need that goal of finding a ruin that is a very very tall bamboo. I need that goal of finding a ruin just to have, like to, I don't know, I just need that. That's a wrong thing. Why did I use that? uh, just to have that reward. It's easier for me to keep doing this if I have like that reward at the end. Or in between, actually. Because we're never really stopping, so there's no end. So yeah, we have a new president. He's a member of the Green, or yeah, he's not anymore because as the president, you actually have to be neutral in a way. So you can't be, or I don't know if you actually have to, but it's like if you don't have to, it's like a thing that maybe you're not legally forced to, but he's not an active member of the Green Party anymore. For as long as he's president, and we'll see how things go. There's definitely lots of work to do politically and just on a like I don't know, just getting the people. Like right now, there's a lot of talk about Austria being a split country, and in a way, I guess it is, but I don't really feel like it's that dramatic. Like it's not like there's like I really don't think that there are 50% of that 50% of the people of Austria actually really are that far right in their worldviews. I don't think that's true. I don't think I don't, like maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's naive, but I don't really. It doesn't, at least it definitely doesn't feel like that. But that's always like, you know, you tend to surround yourself with people, or you just tend to be surrounded by people who share at least roughly the same, you know, ideals and stuff. So maybe that's just that. But it really doesn't feel like there are 50% of people who don't want same-sex couples to get married, who don't want same-sex couples to have the right to adopt children, who don't want, you know, just yeah. I just don't. I refuse to believe that that's what 50% of the population want. And maybe I'm wrong about that, but I don't know. I don't want to believe it if it's not true. Ah, the sunset. That's actually a really nice screenshot too. I might use that instead. Who knows? Okay, there we go. Couldn't place that for some reason. And also, what kind of really surprised me was that, like at the end, in the last few days before the second round of election, there was a kind of a controversy around Hofer, around the Freedom Party candidate, because he lied basically. Allegedly, whatever. I'm not. I don't want to get sued. But the thing is, he told reporters, like more than once. He told it on TV, I think twice or something, or 3 times even. And that was scary. Oh wow. And in like newspaper interviews and stuff like that, he told a story about how he was, like he and some other People Party members visited Israel in 2014. I think it was July 2014 or maybe June. I'm not sure on the date, but it was like a few years ago in the summer. And first he claimed that he was like officially, like were officially, well, like, that it was an official visit, which it wasn't, because Israel is not a big fan of like right-wing politicians from Austria, which makes sense in a way if you think about it. And so there was no official visit. So that wasn't true. Even though he met some politicians, whatever, it was not an official visit. There's a difference. Which was not, that wasn't even the big deal. It was just the first part of it. The big deal was that he told a story about how he was there, and he witnessed a terror attack, basically. Like a woman with, like, the way he told it was that there was a woman with machine guns or pistols, whatever, and hand grenades, and she like tried to kill praying people. The like Temper Hill or whatever it's called. I don't know. I didn't look up the English names for stuff, so I can't. I'm struggling a little bit with the story, but bear with me. And then, so she apparently, like, according to his story, she tried to like run in and ignore the police, and they shot her. Not shot at her, but shot her, like shot her dead. She was killed by the police, and he was like, I don't know. He was just a traumatic thing that happened to him, and I don't know why he told that story so much. But I guess it was just a sympathy kind of thing. Like, I don't know. But then they researched that, and there was no terror attack. So what happened? There's something happened. That's just true. He didn't invent the whole thing. But what happened was that there was a woman who was like a member, or is a member of some very conservative, like Jewish organization, whatever, and she was like covered in like lots of blankets and clothes, because she was like very, like, they have a very high like standard of for modesty or something. And the police stopped her and wanted to basically just, see ID, and she ignored them, and so they shot at her. I think they shot her in the leg, and then she was like arrested, and she was injured, and was brought to the hospital, and that was basically the end of the story. Like there was no terror attack. She was not armed at all, and there was no like threat at all. And that's the real story. And so they confronted him with that, and they didn't even say, they didn't like come out and said to him like, you lied about this. They just said maybe he confused something. If he wanted just a statement, because their research showed that there was no such incident when he was there, like the whole hand grenade machine gun thing. And that actually got spun into like an attack and trying to influence the voters. And I can't believe that like, how did it not have any consequences whatsoever? And it actually, like people attacked the reporters and the TV station and everything like that, but there's no one really talked about that he lied. I mean, that was a lie. But he told something and it didn't happen. That's a lie, right? I mean, that's the definition of lying. And the whole thing got like they spun it like that the journalists, claimed that nothing happened and he invented the whole thing, but that's not what they did. They just said, they had like a quote from a police official from Israel and stuff like that, and it just wanted some clarification. And instead of providing that, he basically attacked them. And I'm always like, I don't know. I just feel like that should have more of a consequence. Like people should say, well, I don't know. To me personally, it feels like a president should not lie, or at least not get caught lying that easily. Like it was just, why would you lie about something like that even? I don't know. And he could have just, I don't know, I feel like he should have just saved face and just admitted that he might have like over exaggerated a little bit. But that's not what like politicians do, I guess, and especially not like populist right wing politicians. They go on the offensive, they attack, and it worked. Like it was a great distraction. It worked out, and still he still got 49.7% of the votes, which is crazy to me. But I guess ultimately I'm just happy that I don't have to talk about him anymore for now. Well, I didn't have to talk about him anyway, but it's not something I have to like worry about too much at the moment. It's still kind of concerning that it was that close. But a majority is a majority. That's the way democracy works. And yeah, we'll see. We'll see what the future holds. It's going to be interesting to see. All right, so where am I now? I'm just walking and talking without paying any attention to my surroundings, basically. Like up on a mountain. Yep, it's a mountain. I can tell because of the things, because of the trees, the pine trees, which are not very prevalent in extreme hills and other like sort of mountainy biomes. I actually don't know. Are there any other mountain biomes? There probably are. I just can't think of any right now. Well, I guess the crag definitely is very mountainy. That's pretty crazy. These valleys are really nice. These mountains. I really wish vanilla Minecraft had more mountains. Because most, like, some of the extreme hills, if they generate nicely, you get a mountain, but most of them are really just hills. Which I guess is in the name, so it makes sense, but still. And for the way I like to build, which is very dwarven basically, I just need mountains and caves, big caves. Preferably already like generated caves, so I don't have to dig out that much land, that much stone. I like this though, this is nice. It's a good view too, probably. if I just could play this with like a super high render distance, that would be great. Do we go down here? We could. We have to go down at some point we have to go down anyway, so we could just do it here. We should just do it here, basically. That's what I'm trying to get at. This looks like a swamp type biome, I'm not sure. It might be a bayou, or it might be like a... I don't know. Let's see, what is it? It is a bayou, okay. I'm pretty sure there are structures in here too. Or there can be structures, ruins in here too. So now I want to find one to end the episode. I have 2 minutes or something like that. Come on, give me something. Be good to me. At least we found something already this episode, so I don't feel that much pressure to find something now. Well, pressure is the wrong word, but yeah. This is a weird looking tree. It's jungle leaves, and then it's actually not a jungle tree, but a willow tree kind of thing. Very interesting. In here it's really hard to see, like these... What kind of fruit is that? Do they have that? Is that like dragon fruit or something? Durian. What is that? I have no idea. Let's break one off and take it with us. I'm pretty sure I don't have that, so that's another fruit. Durian. I kind of want to look that up because I don't know what it is. I can't, like, I don't recognize the name. And I can't tell from, from looking at it what it is. Yeah, I have to look up the translation for that. I mean, it might be just something I don't know about. That could also be true. It might not be a translation issue, it might just be a lack of knowledge, basically. Let's just do a quick scan of the area. Nothing looks out of the ordinary, right? Just all normal trees. Which way am I going? Sure, that's a good direction. I should probably end the episode now, because I won't find anything here. Be too much luck involved in that. Yeah, I guess we'll end it. We'll just walk over to the border here. And I'll guess what this biome is, and I'll be wrong about it. I'll say this is a... Is it a dense forest? A lush swamp. Okay. No, it's not a dense forest. Dense forest has the big trees. I don't know why I guessed that. It's a terrible guess. Alright. Actually, let's do a quick check. How much food do I have? Not that much. I have a bunch of berries now, which is good. I should be fine. I should be fine. At the very least, I'll be able to make my way back home, but it should be. I should have easily enough for that. Is that poison again? Did not know that spawned in like lush swamps. I guess it does. Alright, so that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you soon. And I'll try to be even more frequent with these. But I'm not committing to that, I'll try. I'm committing to 2 per week. Will it be possible? I think so. Yeah, at least 2 of these a week. That's reasonable. Should easily be possible. What is that? Seriously, was it that? What is that? Have I seen that before? I probably have. I can't remember. Like, deciduous forest. Okay. No, I've definitely seen that. Why does it look so strange, like so new? That's weird. Either way, this is really it now. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.